Man, it's times like this that I wish I had a better computer, because I would love to go through this trailer frame by frame, because ever since it's revealed this morning is that we have gone a long way from this is an April Fool joke, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, you still a fucking idiot, to this is a real actual fucking thing and Arika's trying to do something with it. Now, I have watched this trailer enough to break it down in a way, because most of what you see is Street Fighter EX. There are just a couple of new things, and what's interesting about the new mechanic that you see is that they're from Fighting Layer, which shows that, you know, whatever this is going to be, it's going to be everything that they did with the X series and everything that they innovated on what they did in the X in Fighting Layer. So it's like, we just gonna watch the trailer together, because it's not really a lot to see that isn't something that I can't break down or something that you can see, but it's the things that the trailer does that might need a little, you know, just a little bit of something. Well, that little bit of something, of course, is the one and the only that you're with a G.O.D. to point it out to you and really show you, like, the historical significance of all that stuff. So, if y'all ready to do trailer, I'm ready to do trailer. You know, let's do trailer. This is trailer. It was water. You know what I'm saying? It was water. And then it was an uppercut. And then Stronger starts playing. Look at how amazing this looks, though. This is amazing. Okay, Shinki Hazo. Okay, see? Chuge Ho. Pink Bop. Kirinaki Super Cancel. Man, this thing looks amazing. I'm like, Garda looking sick. Look at Hokuto, man. Looking like a real girl now. Play EX3 on PS3, you'll see what I mean. Hold up, it's not this part. Here, right here. About 37 seconds in, you see when Hokuto wakes up, she doesn't evade. Evades are a humongous part of the metagame of Fighting Layer. You do evades, if I'm trying to think, because it's been like maybe a couple of weeks since I've actually played Fighting Layer, but I'm trying to think. I think it's forward and heavy punch. I think it's forward and heavy punch. Wait, it's forward and heavy punch to do an evasion that makes you go towards the screen, and it's forward and heavy kick that makes you do an evasion towards the opposite way. So it's like, that is real interesting to see, because given there are a lot of moves in Street Fighter EX that would be a lot more balanced with something simple as an evade command. Doctrine Dark, I'm talking about you. Explosive. That is why it is one of the best fireballs technically in fighting game history, because of the game it's in and how it's best used by one of the best characters in said game. Explosive. Back to trailer, please. Chugeho. Oh. Fight! Okay, Hasu. I didn't see. Okay, I think there it is right there. About 47 seconds in, Kairi throws a fireball at Hokuto, and Hokuto leaps over it. Now, what's interesting about the leap, at least at how it's visualized, is it looks like that is an evade, like a super jump or something, and that's not something I haven't seen in a fighting game at all, where one of your evade options is a jump. So I don't know, because it's like, I don't know if that's what it is, or she's just doing a jumping low punch. I'm not really sure, but she glowed just like she did when she did the evade. So I'm assuming that this is some kind of evade. Like, if you stupid enough to throw this fireball, there's an evade that starts in a jumping attack, which will lead into big combos. You may continue. Yeah, that Kirineki wasn't gonna hit anyway, sweetheart. I'm just letting you know. Oh, this right here, this guard and shit, this is classic Street Fighter EX shit. That's that classic shit right there. Fireballs. And then Oh, and look at this stage though. This is some virtual fighter shit right here. Like, I'm like, I don't know how many of y'all play virtual fighter in these streets, but you should. Stages only like this exist in virtual fighter, where it's a big, long, horizontal stage, but not a lot of width to it. So it's really cool. Like, if the game is gonna do stages like this, and it's like the thing that that after watching the trailer a whole bunch is I don't see like moves that like bounce off walls. I'm like, if they gonna introduce wall combat and things like that, it's like you go to Tekken way about it, where wall splats happen. You could go the bloody roar way, where juggles are possible, and maximum impact to a less degree, because walls in maximum impact are dirty. And when we get to maximum impact, I'm gonna show you. It's like there are characters with like dumb ignorant monkey shit when you bounce them off of walls, because of the way that the game treated walls and how it treated combos within walls, and how it treated, what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? Let me see. I got this. Give me a second and then I got this. How it treats what? Come on, man. We can do this. This isn't hard. How it treats damage scaling at the wall. Because it's like, when I think about Maximum Impact, Athena is the perfect example. In Maximum Impact 2, Athena Asami is one of the dirtiest characters in that cast, simply because a lot of her tools revolve around using the wall to reset combos and reset damage scaling, where Athena can just do wall throws all day till you dead. Air wall throw, juggle you, air wall throw you till you dead, because that's a thing she can do because of how walls work. That's why Regulation A is the game you should play, because that game fixes walls to a degree, but characters like Ash can do dirty stuff off of them. But something about Rage of the Dragons, we could talk about that, how that treats barriers, but you know what? We are going to have to get into a discussion and talk about Rage of the Dragons and barriers one of the days. I'm just going to have to sit down. We're going to have a triple the guy explain it all and just talk about barriers and Rage of the Dragons, because I know you guys would love to hear about that subject. But enough about what I think about walls in combat. Let's finish the rest of this trailer. Stop! This is the other thing that I want to mention. At 1 minute and 8 seconds into this trailer, Kairi does a barrage blow. You know it better as at the surprise blow and all that other stuff that we've talked about when I reviewed this series. In this video, that move is free. That is something from Fighting Layer as well. But actually, I want to rewind it, because now that I think about it, I just want to double check something, because it's Hokuto Garden. I'm finna go by this frame by frame, okay? Kairi goes for the sweep, okay? Kairi goes for the sweep. I'm going by this frame by frame. Is Hokuto blocking this or not? Because he does it meaty. It looks like she's blocking, so it looks like the guard blow. It looks like, from what I'm looking at, that more likely than not, that is unblockable. That's what it looks like. I'm just saying, that's what it looks like. That it looks like that is an unblockable move. It's like, in Fighting Layer, it's like that move is blockable, because it's like the move in Fighting Layer is different, because it's more like the surprise blow in EX3. Because if you remember when we talked about EX3, right? In EX3, the surprise blow breaks guards of anyone who is crouching. That it puts them in a stun state anytime that happens. So there is that. So, given the information and given what it is that I'm exactly looking at, is that, again, I'm finna hit this up, because I want to hit this up frame by frame, because I want to get this correct. It's important to me that I get this correct if I'm going to, go through this trailer and do it the correct way. So, let me see here really quickly. I'm finna rewind this trailer real quick. Y'all gonna have to forgive me. Y'all gonna have to forgive me for all this, though. Y'all gonna have to, straight up. Y'all gonna have to forgive me, swear to God. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Okay, I'm finna rewind this. I'm finna rewind it one more time. Okay. Let me see. Cause I'm finna rewind this frame by frame. Alright. I backed up a little bit. Okay, so at this juncture, Hokuto is in hard knockdown state. So she's about to wake up at this point. Okay. Kairi does the guard break on meaty, it seems. It looks like from frame by frame like he's doing it on her meaty. So given how guards work in video games, if a character is standing up and is technically holding block, most game engines force you into a block stance. So that guard break happens. And then, like I said, in Fighting Layer, you can charge it. It didn't look like in this that Kairi could have charged it if he wanted to. But if that's what he wanted to do, that is possible. But again, like I said, I don't necessarily know because, again, given how the guard break worked in EX2, how heart attacks work in Fighting Layer, and how the surprise blow worked in EX3, is that you got 3 different systems. Because again, this isn't a guard blow. Because if it was, it would have cost Kairi some meter, which it did not. Again, we don't know like what those things on the side. It may be that when you in fire mode or whatever, it may be that guard breaks are free, but you can't charge them or have some kind of balancing thing like that. But again, like I say, but at the same time, because I'm trying to think about heart attacks, because I wish I would have tried to play some Fight Layer before this, because I am thinking about this off. I'm thinking about heart attacks through memory. Is that heart attacks are just like surprise blows, where they can't be guarded low. That if, like I said in EX3, if a surprise blow hits a character guarding low, it is an automatic stun. In Fighting Layer, heart attacks can be charged, but they can be block standing, but not crouching. See, I told you it would take me a couple minutes to sort through all my thoughts, but to talk about one thing. But I'm like, yo, that's how excited I am about this. Kairi, please finish whatever it is you're doing, buddy. Shit, Hasu. He don't. I'm trying to think. Carry naked. So I'm just like, man, this is off the chain. Oh my god. I'm like, yo, I want this so bad. I want this. I'm like, internet. I'm like, you got the streets hollering about like this straight real, bruh. You got Mahara on the internet hollering about this is real shit, and they gonna show this tonight or something. I'm like, if this is real, I'm not gonna know what the fuck to do with myself. I'm like, you thought that maybe if Rock Howard might have been into me, a new fighting game from Arika will be the end of me. Remember, I'm the person whose favorite Street Fighter game is Street Fighter EX2 Plus. But I've proven that point already. You don't have to go through that. There's videos and there's articles about why that game is the best Street Fighter game in existence. You don't need me to remind you of that. You don't want to be. You should, but you don't want to, because for the sake of conversation. I mean, look. I am going to be watching this heavily and closely. And we gonna see. I'm like, man, look. Arika been cooking that crack for years, and it's like, the thing that kind of surprised me was how many people came out the closet like, yo, I love Street Fighter EX. Like, where the fuck was you, nigga? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. No, wait, I said that. I'm gonna own that one. I'm gonna own that. Where was you? I'm like, Arika done been part of some crack. You know what I'm saying? Super Dragon Ball Z, Street Fighter EX. I'm like, they have been a part of a whole bunch of fighting game projects, and it's just like, this right here is blowing everything else out the water. I'm like, I hope they did not. I'm like sitting up here, people translating what Mahara is saying and things like that. I hope they ain't put all this work into this, because I'm like, I remember a couple years ago when I saw that tech demo that they thought they was gonna release. It did get them a job on Tekken Prime. You know what I'm saying? on Tekken Prime or whatever. But you know, I'm ready for a fighting game that I'm interested in playing. Not saying that I'm not interested in playing KOL. That I don't want to get my hands on Street Fighter or KI or MKX or Injustice when it come out, or even Guilty Gear or like Blaze Blue, because I'm hella behind in all them. I'll go buy if they say this coming out on PS4 tomorrow, I'll go rob somebody and go buy a PS4 tonight. That's how serious this is. Because again, like I said, y'all know how much I love it. Y'all know how much I love the Street Fighter EX series and what it's done for me on my quest to be who it is that I am when it comes to chronicling these things, and how important it was as I was coming up to learn how to appreciate a fighting game. And Street Fighter EX2 Plus was the first fighting game I really think that I ever truly appreciated. Right alongside Alpha 3, and we've had this conversation. I'm ready for this, dog. My body is ready for this. No, my body is triple the G.O.D for this. Now, fuck that. Now, we ain't giving you no shine, player. No. Look. I hope you guys learned something from this. Because, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I'm sitting up here trying to shuffle through my head information about a game I played a couple of months ago. Because I'm like, I don't play Fighting Layer as much as I should. And I should probably play more Fighting Layer. But I have a feeling we're going to be playing a lot more games like that. I got a feeling. I'm like, I know I say that all the time, and I know I got shit that I got to do and shit that needs to be done, but yo, it's some work for me to get put in. So, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to let y'all do what y'all do, man. Hey, if there is any new information that comes out that needs to be covered, needs to be explained to you, Triple the Guy will explain it all, because I do speaks on that, because I'm the best in the business. You know, y'all know what it is. So, just don't be surprised that it be like 6-7 these weekend, because just on this one subject, because I am very, very, very excited about this. I might, you know what, I might have to, if this is for real, I might have to mark the occasion. I plan to always do something with Street Fighter EX2, but never got around to it and don't know why. It might be time to pull that little thing out the cut. We will see. So with that being said, I'd like to thank you for joining me for another installment of our breakdown what I hope in the April Fool's trailer. I'm of course the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And I'd like to thank you for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On / Triple the Guy Explains It All / Random Moments in the Lab. And with that, I'll holler at you guys next time, man. Peace out.